G'day, g'day, checkity check, check. G'day, g'day, checkity check, check. G'day, and welcome to Livestream. It's only been 2 weeks. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay. I've got the wheel set up, so I was like, oh, sort of, I may as well just jump on and do a live, mightn't I? So, that's what I thought. Can hardly see right. Let's pull out of here. Try not to knock that sign off if we can help it. Come on, fella, let me out. I hope everyone is well. Lots of news to share with you. But it's all groovy. It's all good. Up a couple of gears, manual gears, of course. And can we drive and see that mirror at the same time? Don't think we can really, can we? That's why it will set up there. But I hope everyone is well. It's Monday, and yeah, it's my last week off before I start work next week, which is quite cool and long overdue, which will be quite good to get back into work. I thought, do you know, I was shooting a video for tomorrow. Oh, she's tired. Sorry, we're going to pull up at a petrol station and a shop, and we're going to get ourselves sorted out. So it's all good. Like I said, had all the wheels set up, and I thought actually I'll just drop down a couple of gears, probably up here on the right, I would think. I haven't streamed this game. Do you reckon it might be here? Oh no, don't do that. That's annoying. Right, I have to go back to the main menu. So, sometimes when you push like circle, it spazzes the whole game out. So we've got to go back in. You can see that I've currently got 89 hours on this save, actually. But that did it to me, I think, last week on a live stream. So I'll have to watch that. Right, hopefully... Yeah, let's pick this up here. Okay, that's fine. Let's go up a couple of gears. Right, and try and look for this fuel station. We'll try again. Is that it? Yeah, there's a fuel station. Yeah, let's pull in there. I don't know who's going to be around on a Monday. It doesn't matter. Like, I haven't done a live for so long. Let's just stop about here. That'll do. Handbrake. And engine off. Lights off. What else do we need? That's it, isn't it? Okay, while we're here, we might as well fill this up, I think. And pop that in the hole. But yeah, it's actually my first time streaming with my wheel, which is quite cool. Is that filled up? I think so, right? Yeah, I know you're tired, so we'll sort you out. Don't worry. Should I check on the truck? I don't think we need to go shopping. So yeah, let's park up. Radioni's doing. She's tired. Get it started. Throw some lights on, and just park it up somewhere. Right, handbrake. Down a couple of gears. Don't need lights on main beam. Where should we put that? Maybe in one of those bays? Yeah, that'd be alright. Of course, always nice to play a truck game. No, you can't stick your head out the window. I thought you could for a second. That's okay, we'll throw it into reverse. And just choose one of those bays. Pull up in. I would have thought that would do. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And handbrake. Hazards. Lights. Engine. Right, let's go and let's whip to the back. Pick up some materials and check this the truck over before she falls asleep. Do we need anything from here? Maybe the coolant? Yep. And then anything here? Probably headlight bulbs, fuses we won't bother, air filter we'll take, engine oil we'll take. Don't need the scraper for a minute. Wipers we'll check. Coolant? Got any coolant? Yeah, coolant we got. That could be everything? I think so. Okay. Right, see how badly we parked this. That's not too bad. I know. Right, excuse me, should we just check these? So, headlights is okay. What else do we need to check? Yeah, let's open the bonnet. And we'll start with the wipers, because I haven't checked the wipers in ages. Okay, so the wipers need changing. That gives us 125 mechanical experience points. Air filter, just check that. That always needs doing. So a little mini game. Is it L1? Yeah, L1. And more experience points for doing that. Now we'll check the check the oil. What else have we got? Engine, that's fine. Oil, that's fine. So it's within those two lines, which is absolutely fine. Coolant, that's also fine. I don't think we need to fill that up. You wouldn't really fill it to the top anyway. Radiator, I think that needed a little bit of love, so it's a mini game. Push L1. There we go. So that should be the track okay now. I can't think of anything else. So I'll close the hood. And we're going to have to get some sleep because she's pretty tired, to be honest. How are we doing for hunger? So we'll have some food when we wake up. Let's just throw all my tools in there a second. Fuses. Oh, actually, that's air filter, headlight bulbs, coolant. That'll do. Any room up there? Put the engine oil in there. Perfect. Okay, and we'll go to sleep. Cool. And it looks like we've just arrived in the summer, so that's quite interesting. Turkey and gravy. Well, it is that time of year. Well, not quite, but you know. Put it in the microwave. Tickety boo. Okay, that's ready to eat, and we'll have that. What's the The lightning bar then. Did we not get enough sleep? So maybe that is it's just 80%. Maybe we just need to sleep in a travel lodge or something then. We'll see how it goes anyway. Right, I want to try and pick up a job that is half decent. Jobs. Anything local? What's up here? Anything any good? Biofoods. No, I don't want anything to do with biofoods. Thank you very much. A damaged wind turbine. That'll be cool. Let's go up and get that. Yeah. How far has that got to go then? Hang on a second. Hopefully it's a bit of a long drive. Yeah, well, it's not bad. I reckon that'll be alright. So let's set a waypoint to that then. Get started. Have some daylight. That's everything, isn't it? Jump off the handbrake. Up a couple of gears. And out we go. Right. Go behind that van. All being well. And hopefully, just go for a bit of a relaxing drive. Should I put up the full mirrors? Should I do that? Yeah, I might have those. All full mirrors. Should I do that? Yeah, that's quite nice. 7th gear, and we're going to pick up that wind turbine, which looks interesting. I mean, there is a wind turbine field here, so that's kind of, you know, in relation to the pickup drop, you know. But no, I think this game will drop off the channel eventually, you know, when Australian World Track, whatever it's bloody called. Okay, so drop-offs here on the left, down a couple of gears. Don't want to miss my bloody turning. Is it on this yard here, do you think? Definitely wind turbines around here. Watch that front nose come round. Nice. Okay, so where's this pickup then? Indicator knocks off all by itself, which is quite nice. We will knock those mirrors off actually, because they're quite annoying. So where's the office then? It's just like coming to a real site, isn't it? You'd be like, well, where do I go then, governor? You know, where do I go? I might actually pull up here, and have a wander around, because that's the beauty of this game. So what we'll do is we'll just put the handbrake on, jump out. That's what you do when you come to site, wouldn't it? You just like park up and go, right, alright governor. We'll just leave it running. There's an office down here. So hopefully it's that fella looking out the window. You wait, it'll be a bird now, won't it? And it is. Hiya. Your reputation is too low? Oh, sod off. I've put 100 hours into this game. My reputation is 3.5 stars. So I can't take this wind turbine then. Oh well, we'll have to look for another job then. Well, stick it up your ass then. Okay, that's fine. I can't pick up that job then. That's a shame. I wanted to take a wind turbine with me. Oh, we'll jump in the cab and we'll see what else is around. Okay, so we'll go jobs. Let's have a look. Oh, so it's 4 stars, look. Damaged wind turbine. What a bloody shame that is. What about over here? A cable spool. How far does that go then? Well, that's just down the road, isn't it? That's no good. I want something a bit better than that. Bison? No, I don't want to take the bisons. I don't want to take manure. I mean, that'll stink, wouldn't it? I did the bisons once. You took them. You take them to like a abattoir, and I felt really sorry for them. So I'm not taking the bisons either. What else have we got down the road? General goods. Is there nothing exciting that we can take? A broken logging machine. How about that then? Right, that's going north. It's not going very far though. Oh, let's just take that. Sod it, we'll be here all bloody day. Right, okay, off we go then. Right, handbrake off. We're going to need some more bloody sleep before we take the job. Now it's raining. Ah, that'll be interesting. How do you do the wipers again? Because it's been a while. Ah, it's right, isn't it? There you go. Although the windscreen wipers are kind of grizzling as they go over that screen, so maybe it's not wet enough yet. We'll leave that as it is. Down a couple of gears. We'll check right. Looks to be clear. And, well, she'll have to get someone else to take her bloody wind turbine then, won't she? A little bit of stutter there. That's from that when it auto saves, which is a real shame. Because I think if they just change that to save manually, it'll stop a lot of that bloody... that dropping, you know? Okay, so we'll check that. Now the rain's coming down, so I think we will throw the wipers on. I think this is a nice change. Because I've got manual gears, I've just got my foot on the brake pedal. And it doesn't jump into reverse like Truck Driver and all the other bloody games out there. So that was a... Let's just check left. Yep, we're good. Let's have it. Second, up a couple of gears. And you can block change as well, which is so nice. Like, you know. ATS not far away now. We'll go down the road, see if we can pick this up. I'm not. If you're a fan of this channel, you know that I don't give two monkeys about being late for a delivery. As long as I've got enough sleep, and you know, as long as we're fed and watered, and we'll just enjoy the drive. But there's that bison farm that we could have picked up some bison. But like I said, I did that before, and we ended up taking it to a bloody well, you know, what do they call them? Abattoir. Like, you know, when... Oh, you're joking. Hold on a second, there's someone at the door. Would you believe it? Hold on. Right, my super apologies for that. That was the postman. And,
Right, my super apologies for that.
Okay, and now hopefully my game is okay. I've settled down, I've got my wheel, I've got a cup of tea, everything's groovy. Right, okay, is everything still working? Yeah, okay, I've got my wheel. Okay, so we're talking about the bison, weren't we? Right, that's bloody thrown me completely. She's lovely though. Okay, let's turn it up a bit on my luggles. But I hope everyone is well on this Monday. Next week, I do start a brand new job, so probably won't be many day streams. Not that I stream that often, to be honest, but I thought I'd jump on. Because this is the first time that I've done a live stream with my wheel, and of course I initially picked up the wheel for the Euro truck and American truck, which I'm super excited about. But now, of course, we've been told that we're not really going to see that until, well, they just said, didn't they? They just said, like, you know, we're not going to see it this year. I still think it's going to be, you know, Q1, Q2, isn't it? Which is, what's that, June? I know it's a long way away. Right, let's just drop it down a gear a sec. Just save. But it is what it is, right? We do have the Australian Truck World, Australia, whatever it's called. That's still due, potentially, by the end of the year. It still says 2025. Which I think, you know, I'd be happy for them to put that back and just put, you know, sort of make sure the game's running right. You know, don't release it unless you're completely happy with it. I mean, this game, you know, it did have so much potential. I think it was a small dev team, and I think they had great ambition with it. And for the most part, you know, it runs okay. I mean, it's had some TLC over the months, hasn't it? You know, but it's been on rotation on this channel for quite a while, and you know, I'm not gonna drop it, I don't think, until the Australian one comes out. Right, here's the left-hander. So drop it down a couple of gears. Let's just watch this one, because some of these bloody turnings are quite blind. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that sign there. Unless you're actually on, you can drive past them. Oh, let's watch the road a minute. Is that the road a bit? That one there. Is there a car behind? No, we're okay. It's got to be this one, isn't it? Roll it in, roll it in. Okay, nice. Oh, you discovered Tanacross. I don't know. I've done 100 hours in this game and I've never been here before. Alright, okay, let's throw on some hazards so we, as we come onto site. Rain's still going. Good old American flag. I think we'll just pull up there and have a chat with the guy. I'm a bit worried about my energy levels, but we could always go to sleep, couldn't we? Sod it. Right, let's drop it here then. Let's throw it down a couple of gears. Handbrake on. Should just leave everything running. We could do, can't we? Let's have a look at this rain then. So the rain, you know, it looks wet. Actually, you can see the droplets just dropping on the path there, which is actually quite nice. You know, if you were playing this on the Series S, I've got the Series S upstairs, and it's hey Keys, how you doing, man? You okay? I've got the Series S, and the Series S is like, oh my god, it's, you know, all the writing in the game is blurry and it doesn't play that well. And right, hello fella. Apparently, parcels. I thought you had something different than parcels. I thought we were picking up something. Oh, shall I just take them? Hard. I don't care if it's hard. It'll be fine. We're here now. We'll pick up these. Right, parcels. So where's the trailer? Is it that one there? God, right in the bloody road. Oh, that's going to be fun and games, isn't it? Grabbing that. Hope you're well though, Keys. It's been 2 weeks since I've done a live stream, and I thought, well, you know, I better jump on and do something. Wow, that's a pig of a pickup, isn't it? It's literally, yeah, I'm alright, thank you. Right, I can't pop my head out the window because the game doesn't let you. So I'm going to have to, well, I think this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to do it third person, which is not particularly grand, but it's right on the bloody road. What do you think? Oh, reverse. There we go. I mean, maybe. Let's just check this way a sec. I mean, I'm a sucker for doing it in first person, but... maybe no one comes down this road then. Still playing this? Yeah, honestly, on the wheel, it runs really nice. It's probably... out of all the truck games, because you even see, like, if you follow Graham's games, like, out of all, like, if you take, like, Truck Driver, and some of the jank that's with that, you know, and whilst we have American Dream, you know, On the Road is good, like that runs really well. Truck Logistics is good, but the map's too tiny. You know, for immersion, it's you know, it's not bad. Right, I can't see those mirrors very well. Should I do it in... hold on a second. No, I'm going to have to do it in third person, man. I can't see. Yeah, that's a trailer, isn't it? I take it you've dropped this game a long time ago then. Right, that'll do. There we go. Oh, I've gone too far. Right, okay, let's just jump out the cab. And we will do all the gubbins for it. Gubbins, God almighty, how old am I? We'll lock this in. Let's jump up and do these cables. But yeah, it's quite immersive, isn't it? It's raining, you know, truck's wet. You know, even in Truck Driver, when it's raining, the bloody truck is dry. So, I thought, well, you know, I haven't done a live stream in 2 weeks. I thought I'll jump on and, you know, I've got a little bit of time. But of course, you got a platinum on Ghost of Yotai, didn't you? Which is pretty incredible. What are you playing at the moment? Anything any good? Like, what's your go-to? Actually, Keith, I'm glad you've popped in. So, I was going to put it in Fat Cat's Discord, actually. Postal service. Okay, that's what we're doing. Let's just get up on this highway and then we'll be able to relax a bit. Okay, right. So, we're in first. We'll pull away in third. Handbrake off, that will help. So, yeah, so, of course, Keith, I got this wheel now, which is... I picked it up from Facebook Marketplace for 140 quid, which I still, you know, alright, it's a lot of money, isn't it, 100 quid, but you think some of these games now, we're throwing sort of 70 quid on it for a pastime, you know, so it looks to be clear left. Oh, come on, man, you've got to, I need to swing out there. Let's just back up a bit, hold on. I need that pickup, those pickups to go. Right, let's try that again. It's all very well for the traffic to stop, but you know, I need to swing out. I've got to go right here. Right, hopefully nothing else comes this way. Just watch that stop sign. So yeah, so I was saying, oh yeah, I picked this wheel up for 140 quid, and I got to say, it's made this trucking lark really quite nice. But even more so, I was what's that? Sorry, you've been playing Power Wash Sim. Okay, Power Wash Sim 2. So I was looking at going to be 80 to 100 quid soon. Yeah, absolutely. You know, especially for some, you know, AAA games. You know, what was Battlefield 6 Phantom Edition? I think that was 90 quid, 89 quid. I didn't get the Phantom Edition, I just got the standard. But even that was like 70 quid. And so that's what I'm saying. So I put down like 140 on this wheel. Alright, it was second hand. But I've got to say, like, no longer am I holding R2 on a controller. Like, I can literally just, you know, I've got my right foot, I can just relax and drive. But I was looking at the new racing games coming up, because obviously we've got Ren Sport, and we've also got PMR, Project Motor Racing. And I was thinking, oh, that looks pretty decent, I gotta say, you know, because I know I haven't raced you yet, I know, and I know I keep saying like I am a little bit handy, like I've, you know, you've seen my motorbike racing, like I'm not, you know, I know quite a few tracks, like I'm not rubbish. What wheel is it? So this is a Thrustmaster 248, and it's got the 248 Thrustmaster comes with, let's just drop down a couple of gears a minute. So it's a nice wheel, it's got force feedback, it's got three elements of force feedback that you can have on it, but then you've also got the in-game feedback that you can bring up and down. But on the pedal set, it's got throttle, brake, which obviously you would, you know, pretty standard. It's also got a clutch pedal. So I suppose you could do that immersion if you wanted to with those sim games, with the clutch. But I'm really looking forward to sort of like, you know, playing around with the clutch on the Euro Truck and American Truck games. I think that'll be mint. But I was looking at the difference between Ren Sport and PMR. Because I thought, you know, again, they're sort of 70 quid titles, aren't they? And I thought, right, hold on, let's just check where we're going straight over. They're 70 quid titles, and I thought, yeah. So I had to look at the sort of difference between the two, and it looks like Ren Sport is very much sort of focused towards multiplayer online, which is completely fine, you know. It only has like I believe like a smaller section of cars and tracks, like a Assetto Corsa. But with Project Motor Racing, of course, that used to be the old Slightly Mad Studios, and I remember being with my ex back in the day, and when Project Cars, or whatever they were called, first came out. I think it was on like Kickstarter or something, and me and my boyfriend, we put down on it, and actually I think he put down on it, I don't think I did, and I ended up like getting Project Cars 1 and 2, and they're very good. So the big difference between Ren Sport and PMR is that Project Motor Racing has got a huge selection of like iRacing, yeah. So of course iRacing was, you know, I did some iRacing back in the day. I just raced like the MX-5s, but you could like buy, you actually had licenses as well, didn't you? You had to sort of like, you know, take licenses to sort of go racing in them, if I recall. But you had to buy like the DLC pack separately. But with Project Motor Racing that's coming out, I think on the 25th of November. Let's just watch this junction a second. It's got a whole array of cars, like all the cars. Apparently it's got a really fleshed out single player mode, like really decent, you know. someone's just driven into the back of me, so it's still got bugs in it. We've had some cargo damage for that, and all I've done is stop at a stop sign, you know. So this game still has bugs. Just watching that trailer around as we come around. But yeah, so if depending on what you're looking for, and if you are going to pick up one of those games, you might want to look at the difference between the two, because they're, you know, they are quite different really. Ren Sport being sort of online focused, whereas Project Motor Racing still has the online, but it has a really fleshed out single player career, you know, where you can sort of start as a rookie and go through like all the MX-5s and stuff, and then work up to sort of like some of the, you know, I don't know, I think it might even have touring car in it as well, which would be quite good. God, do you remember touring car back in the day on like the PS1? Man, I used to play that to death back in the day. Yeah, that was cool. So Keys, is American truck and Euro truck your cup of tea, or do you prefer something that's a bit more sort of fast paced? Like oh, let's just watch this left coming up here a second. Must be where that car come out, I reckon. Down a couple of gears. But yeah, this wheel has lots of dirt track in it. Talk touring car, man, that was so cool back in the day. Talk touring car. Go gently over these bumps. I think you can fly over them, there's no real damage in the game, but you know. I've always had a soft spot for this game though. Like I've always tried to see the best in it, because I think there's a lot of depth here, you know. Depends what mood you're in. Yeah. But definitely keep an eye out on Facebook. Oh, there's a bloody tree down now. Alright, okay, no, let's just drop it down a couple of gears. Yeah, look, someone's drove into the back of me again. Goodness sake. Alright, let's stop those wipers. Handbrake on. I'll play anything if I'm in the mood. Yeah. Well, you know. I was looking at Fat Cat's, can I cut it here? Here we go. I'll just pull a chainsaw out my pocket. Cool. Yeah, see, he drove straight in the back of me, look. So, how long's this game been out? Bloody couple of years, isn't it? And so, like, my cargo damage, despite me driving really safely, is now 92%. Housemate's got a G29. Yeah, I gotta say, my ex had a Logitech G29. Very nice. I reckon, and this is purely my opinion. Like, let's just watch cars coming round as we. Oh, sod off! We can't be tired already, can we? I reckon if you've seen a good deal, like if I was on Facebook Marketplace and I was looking at wheels, and there was say a deal between, you know, if it was £140. What I'm trying to say was, if I seen a wheel for £100 because someone's not using it and they just want to get rid of it, I wouldn't be fussed if it was a Thrustmaster or a Logitech, because I think they're both, you know, I think they're both pretty decent. I mean, I don't even know, maybe the Logitech is better than the Thrustmaster. It could well be, actually. I don't know. But the only problem I've got with the wheel, and I think it's the same as Fat Cat really, is the lack of space. Like, I can't leave it set up all the time. And that's the only drawback. So if I'm going to sort of do a, like, because I shot tomorrow's video, so I've done that already. And I thought, well, I've got the wheel set up, I may as well jump on for a live stream. So she's tired, so we might have to pull over at the next convenient spot and get some kit, which we can do. But no, I thought I'd jump on just quickly. Yeah, as long as it has force feedback, really, isn't it? Which this one does. I believe the G29 also does as well. I think if you look at some of the sort of cheaper end wheels, like, you know, the unbranded ones or whatever, you know, you might be wasting your money for the sake of, like, you know, yeah, you might pick it up for 50-60 quid, but, you know, it might be a waste of money, you know. I think Dave Cloister, because I actually sent him oh, I wonder if I could just pull up here somewhere. Oh, well, that was a quick turn off, wasn't it? Just to get some kip or something. I actually leaned on Dave Cloister for a bit of advice on the wheels, and he was saying he's got the very cheapest wheel that Thrustmaster do. I can't tell you what the what make it is or nothing like that, you know. It's a Thrustmaster, but he said it's the bottom rung, and he said it's perfect, like it's absolutely perfect. There's nothing wrong with it at all, you know. So I think maybe if you go with a branded wheel, you'll always be okay. What's that? G20 is geared, not direct though. See, this is sort of, I think this is hybrid, from what I understand. You'd have to look it up. I did look at it when I was buying it. It's belted and something else. I mean, some of the top wheels, they're like, is it the Fanatec? The Fanatec is pretty decent, but I think for a bit of trucking, I don't need anything, you know, too arduous, you know. But I tell you what it does do though, like, I cannot wait to just listen to an audiobook, or listen to a podcast or a YouTube video and just chill out, like, you know, and drive with this wheel, because the controller is fine, but I think when you're on like a really long journey, you're driving for like an hour, I think that's the big difference between the two. I think, you know. Right, okay, so turning right coming up, maybe off this dusty road. Is it worth us pulling up off this dusty road, chop it down a couple of years, and just getting some sleep before we get on the main road? I reckon. I'm going to pull off here a second. Are we off the road? A trucking will need a wheel with large turning degrees. I mean, this one's not bad. You know, but yeah, you've got that. I did look at that. Is it the Moser wheel? Moser. And let's just knock all this. I think I'm going to need some sleep, so I may as well just go and grab some. And I think they wanted, like, is it £500 for the playing handbrake for the Moser wheel? I was like, yeah, man, I can't. You know, I can save 100 quid for a wheel, but I can't fork out 500 quid for a wheel. You know, that's crazy. Right, I've had some sleep, so she'll be happy then. We're late for our delivery, but I don't care. We'll grab some, what should we have? Frozen pizza? Yeah, let's have a frozen pizza. But no, this game, you know, it's alright to stream, it's alright to play. Okay, so we've got that, so I can have my pizza. Right. Yeah, I need to sleep at a travel lodge, really, travel lodge or hotel, because it will give us our full energy there, you know. Of course, bloody belting down with rain now. Alright, let's get it started up. Let's have some lights, some wipers. Right, let's just do the obvious. We slept, so we should check over the truck, make sure it's all okay. Are you going to build a rig inside of a cab? I would love to. Like, you see some of those people's rigs and that. If you've seen them on YouTube, Christ almighty, they're incredible, aren't they? No, I don't have the ability to build a rig, but have a wheel. I have thought about setting up like a camera, so you can see, you know, so I can wave at people and stuff, you know, like Graham's got and stuff, you know. Okay, so let's see if we can get out of here then. But yeah, some people go big on it, don't they? They really do. But it should be fun though, I reckon. Okay, so quite it's belting down the rain. Right, let's watch that stop sign as we come out. Mind you, we've already got 8% damage on the cargo. That's not my fault. But is there anything that you're excited about then, Keys? Any games sort of on the horizon for you? I think for me it's well, what's on the horizon? Double Dragon came out, and I must admit that was on my wish list. I loved Double Dragon back in the day, and I think it's like 29 quid, but it's just, you know, it's another £29, isn't it? And they all add up if you're buying games weekly. And I quite enjoyed Streets of Rage. I did buy that back in the day. So I thought, oh, I'll wait for a sale. I'll just wait for a sale. Because I don't think it, you know, what I really wanted is a nice remaster of the original Double Dragon. Like, I'd be over the moon with that. You know, just for nostalgia, really. I would have bought that from day one, I reckon. But they did that Double Dragon Neon, which is alright. I don't know, maybe some things are just better off left in the past. 007, yeah, looks pretty decent, doesn't it? I gotta say, I reckon that'll be a big game. Is that due out this year? Come on, down a couple of gears for that hill. Good afternoon, Spyside. How you doing, Spyside Gaming? Hope you're having a good afternoon. Yeah, I don't know if was 007 like 007 due out next year? I can't remember now. I can't remember what's on my wish list, to be honest with you. Are you good? Ah, that's good. Are you working on this Monday, Spyside, or you got a day off, or? That's rather bloody intrusive. You don't have to answer that. But no, I don't well, I stream. I try and stream once a week if I can. And it's been 2 weeks. And I thought, oh bloody hell, I better jump on. And I had this wheel set up. And I thought, well, I will jump on and do a bit of Alaskan. April. Oh, okay, yeah. So quite a way off at the moment. Yeah, fair shout. Right, into a town. God knows what speed limit of 25 miles an hour. Just drop it down a couple of gears then. Was working this morning off until Wednesday. That sounds mint. Ah, that does sound good. Yeah. So a bit of autumn dark night gaming, because of course the bloody, well, depending on what part of the world you're from. If you're from the UK, we do this little, which way do I go? Is it right? Is it this way? Let's drop it down a couple of gears a minute. we've recently had our clocks go back. So now it's a bit earlier in the morning, but it's darker in the evenings now. Which I've got to say, like, I just love the summer. I love the longer days. You know, I like it when it's light at like 10 o'clock at night. And when you have like 6 hours of daylight from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. in the height of winter, it's just rather depressing. Right, okay, where's this drop then? I reckon it's right here. And maybe it's that yard there. See, there is things about this game that it does do very well. Look at this yard coming up here on the left hand side. I'm from Whiskey Capital, absolutely, in sunny, beautiful God's country, Scotland. Do you know, I had a memory pop up on my oh, where's the way in then? Is it here? Ah, thank God for that. I was up in Glasgow just a year ago, and almost to the day, and I was in the airport having one of your fine whiskies up there in Scotland. I was up there at the, is it the SG venue or something? I can't remember what it's called now. But I was up there seeing a band, and we flew up to see the band. Not that I'm posh enough, I think, you know. But it's stunning. I have been, as a kid, I was young, but yeah, I went up with my parents and went through Glencoe. It's just stunning, isn't it? So looks like we can pull in there, or we can just throw it in that yard there. Let's go down to the back to see if there's a nice little reversing spot that we can throw it into. But yeah, Glencoe, and also went across to the Isle of Skye, and that was, I'll tell you how long ago that was before the bridge was built. So you used to have to sort of get the little tugboat or ferry over. Right, I don't know where to throw this. Yeah, we'll just spin this around. Yeah, I bet. I mean, bloody hell, you guys get it. You know, you get it cold all year round, don't you? Really. I might just pull in here. I'll pull in that one there. Be fine. But no, it's a beautiful country though. Beautiful country indeed. But yeah, I just don't care for the short days and stuff, you know. Right, oh, there's a reversing spot there, look. Oh, well, I've parked it here now. There we go. Right. Knock them off. And lights. Okay, let's unhook this trailer. But no, I thought I'd just jump on for a little bit, really. I've got to do some guitar practice this afternoon. Will ETS have... there's a question. Honestly, Keys, maybe Spyside Gaming can answer it. Does Euro Truck and ATS currently on PC have VR? That I don't know, to be honest with you. Because if it's not on PC, then obviously I doubt if it will come to console, you know. But you know, I'm okay with the delay. You know, it will be. You know, I'd rather them release a really decent product. You know, a working product. Because I don't know if you've seen the new trailer for Ireland, the Euro Truck DLC for Ireland, but it's had like the Giant's Causeway there. My God, it looked incredible. If you've not seen it, you should go and have a look. It's pretty decent. Right, let's go and see this guy. And 2,500, we'll take that. So quest complete, and I wonder if there's a travel lodge that we can. I call it a travel lodge. That's a fuel station. What's that? Oh, it's a point of interest, isn't it? Is there anything kicking around here that we can pick up that's interesting? Sand, damaged machinery. I could pick up the damaged machinery, I suppose. I don't want to pick up oil. Fertilizers. That's my Somerset accent. So we'll pick up some fertilizers. We'll pick up the damaged machinery, I think. Let's go and talk to that guy again. Right, have you got some damaged machinery to pick up? There you go. It's hard, but we don't care. There we go. Right. I imagine it may come at some point in the future. It will be the same ETS goes on consoles. Initially, it won't have mod support. But that'll probably... Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't think, you know... Well, they said, didn't they? They said, like, it's not going to come with mods on launch. And then, even when mods come, it will be like SnowRunner. So it will be, like, approved mods only. Which is completely cool. Like, it's completely, you know... yeah, it's completely fine, isn't it? I'm just excited. I'm excited to, you know, to get it. Right, let's bung this in reverse then. And we might have some hard mirrors so we can see what's going on. Let's catch that trailer. No, come on, reverse. That's it. Watch those sandbags as we come around. I'm trying to get this on a hard lock, but don't want to smash that front of the truck. Is there damage on Euro Truck? I don't think there is. Is that our trailer there in the left mirror? I think so. Not coming in particularly square. No, we're going to have another crack at that. Hold on a minute. We'll just pull up alongside it. Up into first gear. Right, let's pull it forward and have a bit more of a square crack at it. Okay, into reverse. And right, it's in the right mirror there. Easy does it. Still not coming in particularly square, but we can we'll square up to it in a second. Not damaged that you can visually. I must check out your channel then. Do you cover Euro Truck by any chance? Like, are you on PC? Because us console players are super excited for it, I won't lie. You know, it's going to be amazing. Right, let's just watch that circle, because I think we're pretty square on it. There we go. Right, so you've got that green circle, so we can smash that. So we'll just dip it up, put the handbrake on, and we will jump out, I think. Would be better if they integrated VR visually, get more sales. I don't know. I mean, £500,000 500,000 people have wishlisted Euro Truck and American Truck, so I don't think that will hamper their sales initially if it doesn't have VR, because I'm still super excited for it. You know. Let's just do these a sec. Yeah, I just can't wait. You know. Because I don't think SCS are here to mess about. Like they're here to scoop up the whole trucking community of the console players. Right, cables connected. Let's grab those stands. We'll need to check the fuel when we jump in the cab. So let's have a look at them. So broken machinery. Could be a million. Yeah, oh yeah, they're going to make a mint, aren't they? But no, just you know, much like the Australian one, just take your time with it. You know, get it right. Get it so it's playing all nice. And you know, job's a good one, really. Okay, so how are we doing for fuel? We've got half a tank, and we need some sleep, but we'll do that on the way. So I think we're good to go. So let's knock off those hard mirrors and handbrake. Just have a little bit of lights. Now, rain's coming down now. I've never done any streaming yet. I used to play on the PC, but moved to PS5. I'm about 12k hours on ETS on Steam. So look, yeah, it's going to be amazing. You have the new streaming yet? Okay, I'll check out your channel afterwards. I'm going to give it a look. Yeah, I see. I've played Euro Truck on my Steam Deck, and it runs completely fine. But I haven't put 1200 hours into it. But I will do once it comes to console. You know. Okay, we'll knock off those hazards. I think we're turning right out of here. So let's just give this a bit of a wide berth. That's going to be a tight turn, isn't it? It's almost like a bloody 180. Right. Checking right. Gonna wait for a sale on Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, absolutely. I think PMG is going to get it on launch, from what I understand. But see, here's the thing. So I've played Microsoft Flight Sim. Hang on a second. Is it? It's not left up that dirt track, is it? It might be. Hold on. Is it up that dirt track? I bet it is, you know. Hold on. Yeah, I bet it is. Hold on, let's work this round. Yeah, I played Microsoft Flight Sim on the Xbox. Because obviously it was on Game Pass, wasn't it? And they want, again, near on £100 for it on PlayStation. That was the wrong left, by the way. So we'll have to go right here. Christ, that's going to be tight. Just drop this down a couple of gears a minute. Fuck, this is going to be tight. Ah, we'll be alright, young'un. Go on, get it round. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. Yeah, sorry, I digress. You're too far from the road. Don't be daft. I'm not. What do you mean I'm leaving the game there? What the fuck's going on? We were literally coming onto the road. This threw me off the road. Alright, if that's the way you want it. Now we've got to go left. Well, we will get on this main road in a minute. It's obviously got me off the beaten path slightly. Let's just watch that stop sign as we come round. And watch that tree. Watch that stop sign. Yeah, it's weird, right? Just literally, I was coming onto the bloody... onto the, I think we cropped the sign, by the way. Okay, the tree's overlapping the bloody road here, look. Right, but I've never seen that before, where it's literally said, nope, you know, Right, we'll check again. So, clear right. But I can't wait, the convoy. So here's a question then. Is it, Spay Gaming? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Do you think, right, here's a big question, right? Do you think multiplayer will be available on launch? Because that's a big one, isn't it? That's going to be quite the test, I think. Because everyone's excited about going on a convoy. I mean, if it isn't, it isn't. You know, if it, you know, if I could play the game today, I would do, and if I had to wait for multiplayer, I would do. Let's go up a couple of gears. But it'll be amazing if it did launch with MP. Is it Truckers MP, something like that? Right, what's this? Is this another give way sign. I'm just gonna have it. I can't fucking see. I don't profess to be the best truck driver out there, but I gotta say that just having this wheel has given me such an immersion factor of like, you know, you can, in this game, you can see your character's arms, you can see the character grab a gear as we go up to 9th gear in a second in 3, 2, 1. You can see her kind of like lift her hand off the wheel, grab a gear, you know, it's nice, you know. And now we just relax. But yeah, truckers, you know, sadly these type of games, you know, it has been good. Like it's been nice to have these games, you know, and I believe that, you know, bear in mind they're like small indie teams, aren't they? They're only like small dev teams, really, when it comes to it. Like, we're not talking the giants of SCS, you know. So what they've done really is actually quite ambitious. So I think it was more their lack of communication that sort of went down and annoyed a lot of people. What's that there? Sorry. Well, do you think it will still use the radio? I think so. Yeah, because the radio is in. What was it? Truck stop radio, wasn't it? And I'm just trying to think what game it was in. Is it this one? Truck stop radio. I think it might be, isn't it? Cool, that gathered some bloody speed. Let's get on those brakes. Hang on a second, space side to put. Let me see if I can read and drive at the same time. Set my phone up. I'm not sure if it does. I don't think it will be cross-platform. Can't see Truckers MP available for console. It's a PC mod, so it may be a purpose-built thing then. Yeah, it's going to be interesting though, isn't it? You know, right. Let's go down a couple of gears. How far are we off? We are 300 miles. Oh well, this will be the last trip, guys. I think I'll have to ski. But 396 miles. And my truck might actually click over to 10,000 miles on the clock, which would be quite neat. Right, should we get the hammer down a bit? Up in the night. We're not going to go crazy, maybe about 40, I think. But you know, there's things that they, you know, if they were like optimizing this game, I've spoke about it before, but there's no need to have 2 sat-navs on the screen. You know, you've got that one on top of the dash, which I haven't put on. Is there? Oh, that's a fuel station. No, we'll leave it alone. You've got 2 sat-navs, like there's no need for that. You know, this delivery, that could be a clipboard, like on the passenger seat. You don't necessarily need to have all that information there. If you wanted to know how much time you got left, you could perhaps look to the right and it would show you a clipboard of like what you're carrying, how long's left. So that doesn't need to be there. Even the speedo, that doesn't need to be there. You know, so if you're thinking about like optimizing these games or trying to sort of like help with some of the frames, cool, that's down a couple of gears for this hill. You know, you don't need all this duplication. I'm going to have to go down a couple more. Come on, girl, up you go. Into 4th. Well, we're in 4th. Up in 5th. So yeah, so some of this information, like even the summer and spring, like you don't necessarily need to see it on the screen. It could be in a sub-screen somewhere, like perhaps it could be on the clipboard, you know, that we're currently driving this load and it's currently, you know, just coming into summer or something. You know, they could have done things different ways to, it's just about thinking outside the box, really. I'm thinking, like, you know, well, of course, that, you know, we're playing this game here, and I find it really immersive. And what are they working on right now? Well, it's a cartoon version of an RPG truck game, and it's going to look very, very different to what this does. But I suppose if you look at it with the likes of ETS and ATS on the horizon, why wouldn't you change your USP? Because, you know, at least then it's targeting a different audience, isn't it? But I don't always want a story behind my truck games. I just want to pick up a load, and it could have, I don't know, it could have a company name on there, like this is going to we're currently carrying some industrial machinery solutions. That's all I need to know. And it's got to go up to, say, I don't know, Bob's Workshop. I don't care. And that's all I need to worry about. The only thing I want to care about in a truck game is my truck. I want to care about what colour it is. I want to put some air horns on it. I want to put maybe, I don't know, a nice front grille. Maybe, I don't know, I have to change the tyres out properly, like once a year. Oh, let's just slow down. We're on a bit of an incline here. This is where you want your Jake brakes, see? Because we use an engine brake at the moment, and it's just like, God, let's come down a bit more, as we're going to have a bloody jackknife if we're not careful. So you do want a Jake brake, really, coming down those hills. But this is what ETS is going to do so well. You know, it's going to change the you know, the whole horizon of trucking games. It's going to change. So we're okay for energy for now. We're okay for fuel, but we could. Oh, hold on a minute. Is she getting tired? Oh Christ. Okay, we're gonna have to get some sleep. So maybe we'll see if there's another stop. If there's a stop coming up, we'll pull over and stop. Some of these hills are affecting the weight of the truck, which is quite nice. What was that, Keys? It needs a simulator. Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, you know, Euro Truck and ATS is a, you know, Euro Truck simulator. You know, and you do get to change out all your tyres, although I don't think you get tyre wear. It's a bit of a shame, really. But the money that they get from this console market, I wouldn't be surprised if they work on ETS free and then maybe deliver that to the PC market with the money made from the console market, and then we get to play around on ETS 2 until they're ready to bring ETS free out. I don't know. You know, but the money going to SCS is only ever a good thing, isn't it? I mean, you know, it's going to good hands, so... Okay, a bit of a hard left coming up then. So maybe it'll be a dirt track or something. Oh, is it? Hold on a second. I'm just looking for this turning. 6 gear. Let's go down a couple, actually. Oh no, it's just a T-junction, right? Okay, we do need somewhere to pull over, I think. She's going to get tired. Yeah, she's getting tired. Of course, you do have like proper sleep and you've got tachographs in Euro Truck and stuff, you know, and I don't know if you have it in American Truck. I can only imagine you do. But you can actually turn that off, so you can just drive and then pull over and sleep when you turn the game off, you know, if you like. Which is what I tend to do on my Steam Deck, to be honest with you. Right, I would like a lay-by, actually, that would be quite nice right now. Also going to fall asleep at the wheel. Is that a lay-by coming up? Or is it just a lake? No, it's just a lake, isn't it? Yeah, so I am looking for somewhere to pull in because she's getting mighty tired. I don't just want to pull off the road. Try and make it a bit immersive as we can. Okay, what's coming up here then? Oh, plus we also need a fuel station. Don't quote me on this, but there are maybe options on the HUD. I don't think there is, to be honest with you. I will triple check that though, because I'm certainly. I wouldn't put my life on it, but I don't think there is. There should be, because it would really help with the. You know, just to take some of the clutter off the screen, you know? Right, what's going on here? There's quite a intersection. There's a, hold on. Ah, this is that hotel. We'll have that. I wonder if we can keep there for the night. Hold on. Let's have this. This is the, this that, oh, what is it called? The Igloo Hotel, is it? It's a real place in Alaska. I don't know if we can stay here, but I have pulled up here before in the past. Yeah, I might just pull up here a sec. Hold on. So we'll have a look. Just pull up here, and we'll handbrake. Knock the engine off. Bit of peace and quiet, look. Right, I'll check those options as well. Let's do that now, actually. Options. So, graphics. So you got brightness, rear view mirrors, frame rate, color, so it's not under there. Camera sensitivity. We've got a controller layout. Control preferences. Gearbox, so we're on semi-automatic, as you know, because you've seen the manual gears and stuff. General show. Oh! So you can actually turn the HUD off. Alright, let's have a play with that when we go back out, because I'll need the... Now, I think the problem with this is, and the reason I don't do it, Space Gaming, is because of this. So if I turn it off, it's lovely, but then I think you can't see... It does look nice, doesn't it? I've got to say. But I don't think you can see... Hang on a second, just jump in. So it's nice and immersive. So that's clean. But I don't think you can see... What's the reason why I didn't turn it off before? Would it be the fuel? Or your sleep? Yeah, I think it might just be the fuel and the sleep that you can't really see. Because I don't know whether the gauges properly work. So you sort of have to flick it on and off. But you're right, though. It's way more immersive. So let's have a quick look at this, just because we're here. Yeah, you can't see the health, etc. Exactly. So Igloo City, a large concrete hotel that was built in the 1970s. Inside there are 4 floors of empty space because the construction was never completed due to failure of meeting building requirements. It's had many owners since then, but only serves as a tourist attraction. So it's permanently closed then. Quite cool though. I must look it up. Look it up on YouTube actually. That'd be quite cool. But you know, this game did a lot of things right, didn't they? They did. Okay, so let's see how we get on then without the HUD. So we'll grab some sleep because we know we need sleep anyway. So let's grab the sleep. See, yeah, you haven't even got, like, it's removed everything, isn't it? Absolutely everything. So let's go to sleep. I just didn't think she was going to wake up then. Let's grab some food. I've probably got some food on. Yeah, let's have some. Oh, let's have some steak. Throw that in the microwave. Okay, let's grab this. And then triangle. So I suppose if you know the game well, you can play it. So that should be hunger and sleep sorted out. So now we can get back on the road. Yeah, it does look nicer, I've got to say. Right, let's get it started up. And what else do we need? Probably a little, not wipers, some lights. That'll do. And handbrake. Okay. Oh, it does look cleaner, I've got to say. So that's the only thing you're not going to see in it is hunger. But I suppose there is like cues of sound, because you will get, you know, your driver yawning. And I think you also get a rumbly tummy if you're hungry. I think. Right. Do you know, I should have turned that off before actually. That's quite nice. So this is a bit of a tight right, isn't it? Let's whip round here. Just watch that mirror if we can. There we go. Probably get a notification of sorts. Ah, you could do. Yeah, let's ride it out. Let's see how we go. This is quite tight, isn't it? Hold on. I can't actually see my gearbox either, so I can't tell what gear I'm in. God, let's go down a gear, because that sounds like it's struggling a bit, and then down a couple more. Yep, so now we don't really know what gear we're in. Some of the modern trucks will have it on the dashboard, won't they? I suppose, maybe. But we're going to continue. We're not going to quit now. We were like 300 miles out. It was quite a long trip actually, but let's go up another gear. I actually went up 2 then, so God, that's over a crest, isn't it? Alaskan Road Trucker hardcore mode. This is quite cool. Yeah, I like it. I quite like it. Right, I feel like we should get the hammer down a little bit. Not crazy. So we can see our speedo. We got just at 40 miles an hour. Let's see if there's another gear left. Yeah, we'll have that one. Up over this crest. I have to be careful if this is a big downhill. That's not too bad. Have we got another gear to go? No, we're in the top. So let's just settle in now. But you know, we've had no... Oh, that's a bit tight. Down a couple. We've had no flashing trees or nothing, you know. You know, they had all that trouble with the flashing sky and flashing trees. But this is actually running pretty good. This is on a PS5. These bloody speed limits. Oh no, this is 55. We're alright. It is quite windy, so we're not going to drive like we stole it or nothing. Oh, we were looking for a fuel station as well, weren't we? So I'm just looking to see. I can see a coolant. I don't know how clear it is on YouTube. So beneath you've got, so left hand side we've got a rev counter. Next to that, on the right hand side on the top, we've got obviously miles per hour. The bottom left dial is a coolant dial, which I don't think, well, it's saying it's cool, so we've got no problem with our coolant. Let's come down a couple of gears. Oil temperature, I think, is on the right. I can't see the fuel. Maybe it's the middle one. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go to a fuel station and just make a mental note of the dials and then see if we fill the whole tank up. And then see if we can, you know, fill the whole fuel tank up. And that way we can identify which one's the fuel gauge, you know. Alright, what's this? Is this roadworks? So? Yeah, so we're going off. They've pulled all the tarmac up. A little bit of stutter there. It does that when it saves the game. We might have to have a look at the map because I'm a bit wary of the fuel situation, because we didn't have that much as when we started out. And this is like a 350 mile trip or something. So I'll tell you what we'll do. It's not the one top. Oh, yeah, it is. Spey, I've got to say, I'm just going to pull over a second. It bloody is, I can see it. Yeah, it says fuel. So we're not in the red. We've literally got about, what, 3/4 of a tank? Bloody lovely. Alright then. So is there a fuel station about? And we'll check that working dial. Which way are we coming? South. We're not doing too bad actually. There you go. Look, there's brilliant. Look, here's a fuel station coming up here. So we'll watch because I don't know if it's actually on the road, but we'll have to have a look out for it because it's coming up pretty quickly. So let's run it down to... Actually, we don't want to pull away in first. We'll pull away in second. We'll check our mirror. Handbrake off. Oh, handbrake. Come on, what's wrong with you? Right. Come on, put it in gear, for God's sake. Right, so we'll watch out for these that fuel station, and we'll check that dial, Spade, because that's bloody awesome. Well spotted. Really appreciate that. I reckon it's coming up. It's got to be coming up here soon. Of course, we will see the turn-offs, I would have thought, on the sat nav, so I should be able to spot it. It's up the road here, wasn't it? Back on the tarmac. Be great if there was like, I know this is an indie game. I think this is running in Unity, isn't it? Because I would love like a different sound of like, you know, the rubble beneath the tyres, you know, or the hum of the tarmac, or, you know, there's loads more they could have done with it, but I'm grateful for what we have, you know. I am grateful for what we have. Right, here's these roads coming up, so I reckon that fuel station's got to be up here somewhere. Welcome to Trooper Creek. Okay. It's got to be here on the left, isn't it? Down a couple. That's a shop. We don't need a shop. Oh. Hang on a second. It can't be... Is it there on the left? No, I think it's up there. Sorry, guys. I think it's over there, isn't it? This is literally like coming into a brand new town for the first time. There we go. There's the pumps. Right, swing it in. Beautiful. And we'll pop it on this. I think the... there might be a fuel entry tank on both sides of the truck, but... we'll pull up here. Come on. Oh, of course we got no, so you lose your indicator as well. You know, when you pull up next to the pump, you've got that D shape with the green arrow. That's gone as well. So I think we're sort of pulled up to the pump. So we'll put handbrake on. We'll take it back down to neutral. That's in reverse. Is this Unreal 4? Is it really? Okay. Right, let's turn those lights off and jump out the cab. So this fuel gauge then, so we're saying it's sort of, it is pretty low, isn't it? Got to see it. Ah, there it is. So I reckon it's sort of top right now. Because it looks like, I can't read the one next to the, like you've got the radio. And then you've got, looks like a diameter, but that's definitely fuel. And then beneath that, bottom left, next to the radio we're talking, on the right hand side, we've got oil. It looks like manifold, but I'm sure that wouldn't be manifold. Air and something else. But anyway, let's just jump out. So we're looking for that right gauge to go boom all the way to the top. Let's jump out and have a look then. Okay, so hopefully. Of course, we got no prompts or anything. Run it over here, and there you go. So far, so good. Looks good, doesn't it? In with the HUD off completely. Bloody love my black truck. Hi, Graham. Hope you're enjoying some Alaskan road truckers with your new wheels. Sorry I can't stay busy at work. Thanks, Graham. I really appreciate you stopping in, and I hope you're well. I've seen you rotting on Battlefield as well, same as me. But yeah, I thought I'd come on. I've just got an opportunity. I did a video for tomorrow on the wheel, and I thought, do you know what? While I've got the wheel set up, because it's not a permanent setup for me, I'll just jump on and do a live stream. But yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game, isn't it? Really, I know people hate on it. Right, so that should be full now then. So we'll throw this up into here. And do you know what? It's not changed. We'll start it up. I can still hear that pump running, you know. But that fuel gauge hasn't changed. I'll just try and throw a bit more fuel in. Oh, I know why. Dopey cow, you need to you need to do this bit, don't you? That's why. Help if I put some fuel in. Right. I forgot. Gallons. Well, it just says price, doesn't it? It doesn't say. Yeah, take it easy, Graham. Really appreciate you stopping in. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully I'll catch you on a live stream of yours soon. Right, let's try this again then. So, I'm going to throw in as much as I can. It has slowed down. 145. I know, Spay, I know. Let me grab this again. I forgot you had to do the dial. Right. Does it go down? Let's have a look. Gallons. Price. It's costly, isn't it? Yeah, 600 there. 608. So I should be able to take that out now. And then throw it in here. So the pump still hasn't stopped today. Let me let me jump in here. It's not changing fuel either. I tell you, I'm just gonna chuck the dials on just a second, because I don't know if I'm doing something drastically wrong. Settings, general, show HUD on. So it says you've paid $21. I'm sure I needed more than that, didn't I? But the gauge just beneath the UI, what is that? Is that a rev counter? Yeah, rev counter is showing a full tank, so it is full. So we're okay for fuel, but sadly it looks like that gauge is not working. But never mind. At least we got the fuel now. So, but I'm going to turn that off again though, because I quite liked it. Show HUD off. There we go. Right, let's get the fudge out of here. We'll be here all day. Yeah, obviously the gauge isn't working. And do you know what? I think we've got a sound bug. Because I've got no engine, look. Can you see that throttle up in there? So we're in neutral. Oh, yeah. So, if I... First. That's neutral. That's first. We've got a sound bug. So I've got no sound on the truck. So what we're going to have to do is jump out the cab. Hopefully it will save. See, these are things that need ironing out of the game. The truck's running, but I've got no sound. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I've had that a couple of times. Save game and reload. Can you manually save it? I don't think you can you? Settings. Jobs. No. I think you just exit. I think exit might force a save. Okay, let's do it. It's a shame. Like it's so close to a really accessible game. It's so close. Let's go back in. So I can hear the truck running, I think. Right, let's reverse. There we go. Okay, we're off again. Okay, so up a couple of gears. We're probably late for our delivery, but I don't care. Handbrake. Oh, what's going on? I've got the wheel. That's better. Got a job to see. Oh, you're going to wait for me? That would be amazing if you wait for me. Right, I don't think we're too far now. I think on the map, it was just up the road. But, yeah, you know, it's been a really pleasurable stream, actually, you know. sort of come on and turn the HUD off, and you know, I'm grateful to every single person that drops in and says hi. You know, I don't stream that often. Like I said, last time was about 6 weeks ago, but I thought, shit, I'd done the bikes last 2 streams. I thought I'd better do some trucks, because this is, you know, one of my genres and that, you know. Let's go sort this camera out. Hold on. Something like that. Yeah, I don't think it's too far now. Hopefully we'll have an interesting drop so we can bugger that up. And then I better go and do something practical for this afternoon. It's good though, like I said, you know, I did the video for tomorrow. And I thought, well, while I've got the wheels set up, I may as well jump on and do, and you know, and just sort of see who's about, you know. But aside from the sound bug, we've had not really any problems. Yes, we'd love full working gauges, but it just goes to show the immersion that we're going to get with ETS and ATS in it. It's going to be absolutely lovely. And like I said, I bought this wheel off of Facebook Marketplace for about, well, it was 140 quid. And when you think games now are sort of charging 70 quid a game, I think it's money well spent, really. Because the amount of times we buy these big games, like, I'm a sod for it, you know. I haven't completed The Witcher, I haven't completed Horizon Zero Dawn, watch out, Beatles about, you know, I haven't completed Cyberpunk, because I got Cyberpunk. You know, we buy all these games, yet I don't complete them. And so to invest in some hardware is quite nice, really. You know, and I'm way behind. Like, obviously I've been gaming for years, but I just you know, haven't really invested in a wheel. I used to quite like that back in the day, Keys. Watch out, Beatles about. That was quite funny. I think I said on my recording for tomorrow's video, I was talking about the Thin Blue Line and Rowan Atkinson and Inspector Grimm, and he would always say, like, stop fannying about. stop fanning around, and always made me laugh. I still watch that sometimes, the Thin Blue Line. It is funny. Back in the day. And programs like bloody You Bet and The Fall Guy and Airwolf and all that good stuff, you know. Right, we're coming into town. I don't reckon we're too far off now. But it's been a good trip. I've really enjoyed it. That was a cop there, look. I'll just drop it down a little bit. But I've been watching that Traitors, that Celebrity Traitors. It's actually quite good. I think it's quite a good programme. Although I never want the traitors to win. I'm always sort of on the side of the faithfuls. Although they're doing, if you have watched it at all, they're doing bloody terrible at the moment. You know, I think nearly half the faithful have gone. How they voted Stephen Fry over bloody Jonathan Ross, I don't know. But I don't actually, maybe it's the same with most gamers, I don't actually watch a great deal of TV. I watch mostly, is that car on the inside? Yeah. I play mostly video games. Like, I just haven't, I'll watch the odd thing, like I watched the House of Guinness, that was quite good. House of Guinness is quite good, but I'm not a big avid TV watcher. Green light, we're going to put it through. But House of Guinness is quite good. Okay, he's going to pull right in front of me. Don't slow up too much, fella. Come on, man. What are you playing at? What happened to game shows where they had to work together? What, like Crystal Maze and stuff? Yeah, it's no, Traitors is alright. I must admit, well, it's a quiz show. I do watch The Chase. I'm a bit of a, you know, I do. I quite like The Chase, the Beast and the Vixen, and you know all that lot. I thought we were going to drop off in this town, but obviously not. That pickup has buggered off now. It cannot be that far now, surely. It's been quite a journey actually. You know, you get some of these games like Truck and Logistics where you go up and down the map in 10 minutes. You know, we've been at this a good 40 minutes, I reckon. But yeah, I try and keep my brain sharp by watching The Chase and seeing how many I can get right. Hardly watch TV. There's lots of comedy from years ago that wouldn't be allowed nowadays. Exactly. Sense of humour doesn't exist. No, exactly. Oh, it's a snowflake generation. Do you know, this is a true story. If you're on my Facebook, you'll know. I was in a birthday party in Wickford Saturday night. I'm not saying it's bad, right? Because it's probably quite good. But there was a DJ there, and there was kids that were probably about 6, 7 years old. Yeah, 6 or 7 years old, and they had headphones on, you know, so the music didn't hurt their ears. And I'm thinking, bloody hell, we were a generation where you'd sneak some alcohol off the bloody table, you know, drink a little bit of alcohol. You know, we used to go and bloody swim in rivers. It's so different nowadays, you know. But I used to love all the, you know, like the bloody Bottom and like I don't even know if you'd be allowed to have a new show like Bottom, you know, Adrian Edmondson, Young Ones. Let's let this fella on because he's just going to come over. Come on in. But yeah, they're on about banning some episodes of Only Fools, but you know, it's just take it as a testament of its time. I'm not saying, like, you know, don't get me wrong, like I'm not sexist, I'm not racist, I'm not, you know, I'm all for progression and stuff, you know. And I get it, some of the Benny Hill stuff, you know, I get it. But if you just, it doesn't necessarily need to be banned, like, you know, no one's getting bloody, I don't know. I suppose, you know, everyone's going to have an opinion on it, isn't they, I suppose. But, you know, I quite like 40 Towers and stuff, you know. Guys, it can't be much further, can it? Let's take a look at this map. Right. Hold on a second. Why's it got me going off the map? I bet. Right. Okay, so here's another bug, right? That's got me going off the map. But if I set default routes, I bet you that will reset the sat-nav. Because I didn't set it to the edge of the map. So if I put set default route, because it does this. There, look, it's behind us. So we're going to have to do it. It's not far, thankfully. It's not far. Oh, I don't know if we can U-turn here. Look, the adventures of bloody Alaskan road track. We need to get on that other carriageway. Oh, it is what it is. Let's just, you know, we're in it. We're knee deep into it now. You know, if you guys want to stick with me, then stick with me. If you've got better things to do, then obviously, you know, that's also cool. But yeah, that's happened a few times where right, can I go over that flyover? No, it doesn't look like it. No, that's another carriageway, isn't it? But yeah, I didn't set the sat nav to the end of the bloody world. Right, let's just back it down, back it down. We might have to go over this green grass here. Because we are coming to the end of the world, aren't we? Right. Blue van on the inside. I know this is super unrealistic, but I might whip over the verge, because we're coming to the end of the world. Oh no, I can turn here. I can turn here. Okay. We're literally at the end of the map. Okay, but thankfully we haven't got that far to go. Oh, let's go down a couple of gears. Oh, what's that, Spay? Hold on a second. Let's just read your message a sec. I think that joke should be taken as a joke. Yeah, it happened to me last week with that route. Yeah, it's happened to me only once or twice, but it's a pain in the ass for that route. That's that. But yeah, you know, jokes of comedy and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a different world than what it was 20 years ago. You know, and I was talking about driving. Like, I love driving. Like, I really love driving. But it's so busy on today's roads out there. It's full of so many dickheads that I kid you not, a chance to play Euro Truck. I know it's virtual. I know it's a fucking video game, right? But I'm really looking forward to having an audiobook and just go truck driving. I cannot wait. You know, it's going to be so nice to experience the love of driving, but not have to deal with the public and all the roads, you know, because I often go back home. Well, I call it home, like my hometown. I grew up in Somerset. I'm living in Essex. So sometimes I go over and see my mum and I have to go around the M25. And I kid you not, the M25 is horrible. It's a horrible road. And you've got people, you know, on their bloody mobile phones, and it's not pleasurable to drive. But when you look at that new DLC in Ireland of Euro Truck, you think, Christ, that looks beautiful. And if you get to sort of drive out with some of your friends and that, and you're on party chat, I reckon that's going to be something else. I reckon that's going to be really quite nice, you know. Now, is this going to be our slipway, do you think? Maybe? Nope, not the slip. Okay, straight. So you can use this sat-nav quite happily on the dashboard. So we're going to go careful because we're not far from it now. No, that's a slip road onto the road. But aside from a sound bug, you know, it's not been a bad experience today. Maybe that's the yard there. Look, all those industrial buildings. I think we've got to drop in there. Yeah. Let's indicate off. Drop down a couple of gears. As we roll on in. And looking for the next right. Beautiful. Okay, set of lights. I can't tell if it's on green or red, they all look the same to me. I'm just going to push it through. Okay, so here's our yard coming up then. So we'll indicate down a couple of gears. we pull on in. Oh, crikey, we're finally here. It's been a good drive, though, I gotta say. That's been a cracking drive. Now, let's try and back this in. Let's try and do it properly, eh? I reckon that's the okay, there's quite a few bays here. Let's just see what's going on. But I tell you what we're going to do. There's quite a few bays. Just going to drop it down, a couple of gears, throw it into handbrake, jump out, and go and have a look, see where they want it. So you're always looking to see where this line is. So with this one, that's where the truck obviously needs to be on the front. So we could pull in on that one, or we could back it into this bay. I reckon we'll do that. Or we could back it into this bay. They're not bothered. Am I bothered? I reckon we'll swing it round and pull up nice and square. I reckon we'll back in here. That's what I reckon we'll do. Because I want to make it a bit, you know, like, yes, we could pull it up there and then you'll have all the people. That bloody driver just threw that trailer there, look. Any good driver worth their salt will pull up to the bay. So we're going to pull up to the bay and see how long this takes me. Handbrake. Oh, need a couple of gears for that. Right, okay, so we'll run it out wide. And then we'll try and pull it round as square as we can. So we just got that one trailer to watch on that bay. So sort of almost aligned with this floodlight here, isn't it? Sadly, you can't stick your noggin out the window. Right, I can kind of see it in that mirror. Let's give it a go then. There's the bay. Oh wait, that's it. We'll just check that mirror there a sec. God, it's very small in that mirror, isn't it? I can't see that trailer come round. Something like that. It's coming in on the left. So I snake my way in. Right, hold on a second, let me think this. I need the trailer to go left, so I need to go right, I reckon. Yeah, go on. Go on, sunshine. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Yeah, it's going out that mirror slightly, but is it in the right one now? That way. Parking position's coming up, but we're not quite there yet. Yeah, it's not looking bad, guys. 2 stars, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Let's have it. Right, handbrake on. I think we'll jump out the cab. 5 stars. There, and it's backed up in the bay. Perfect. So, safety first. Let's get these stands down. Perfection. Thanks, Faye. That was alright, wasn't it? That wasn't too bad. Not too bad at all. What else we want to do? Next up we want to do this. So we want to leave the pin a second. We'll do that last. We'll whip these out. We'll grab that green. But yeah, this is why it's on rotation on the channel, because it gets a lot of hate, and sometimes well deserved. But you know, for some of the truck games on the like Truck Driver, this has a lot of immersion, some really big long hauls, and yeah, you can't complain sometimes. Right, let's grab that pin. Too far to the right. Let's have a look at it then, Keys. Hold on. Yeah, you could argue that it's not quite in the bay. but they give me 5 stars for it, and that's not bad for a rookie. Okay, so where's the office? We'll drive up to the office. And one good thing about driving up to the office is that if you drive to the office, you've sort of half forgotten about the trailer, so the trailer would have disappeared, yet my truck will still be there. So sometimes it's quite nice to drive up to the office, and that way you can think, well, another truck's sort of gone and picked it up, you know. And that way, you know, when you get back in your wagon and that, it's nowhere near the trailer, so you won't see it despawn, if you like. Where am I going to pull up? Pull up here, maybe? That'll do. Right, handbrake. Might knock the engine off, actually. And hand the paperwork in. Well, for, you know, not using the HUD, I've got to say, Space, it's not been bad. I've got to say. See, here's another thing. I think when you hand the paperwork in, you might see how much you get for the trip, but I don't know if you see it. Let's have a look without the HUD. Oh, you do see it. Okay, that's fine. No cargo penalty on a hard. It's fine. 5 grand. So guys, that's it from me. I just want to say a big thank you to let's go through the chat like we always do. Let's roll it on back to the start. Keys, a big shout out to you. You joined me fairly near the beginning, and you give me loads of waffle, and we were talking about racing games and wheels, and I really appreciate you stepping in. Second person in the chat was Side Gaming. I'm going to go and check out his channel very shortly. In fact, I'll screenshot that so I can go check it out. So Spay, thank you once again for dropping in. Who else? Graham's Games. He covers, what does he cover? He does Gran Turismo, does a bit of Battlefield, does a bit of all sorts really, but a cool channel. And that's it really. So 3 people who have made my afternoon. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being part of the Slow and Steady crew. And that's it from me. Thank you. Yeah, just have an amazing Monday. And I'll see you on the next one. But thanks for popping in my stream and keeping me company. I'll see you real soon. Take care. See you soon. I can't say it 2 times. Okay, I'm going to go. Take care. Bye.